the guy in the group, we'll just call him Ricky. Ricky, when we have our meta webinars, we do these things called check-ins, and everyone just kind of like explains what they're working on currently, if they have any problems with something, if they need help. And Ricky Bobby, he's been with the group for, I don't know, at least 8 months. He's kind of already automated. He already knows how to code. So we don't really give him a lot of like stuff to work on. He has his path. He got a great internship. And he's accomplished a lot. His list of accomplishments is far too long for me to sit here and explain what they are. But as usual, when he came to check in, I was like, yeah, dude, how's school going on? You're almost done, right? Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, man, I am, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, what are you learning right now in school? And he's always told us some like crazy things that they make him do in school. But this time, and he just that's just him explaining it to us. This time, he actually showed us some of the things that he was learning in school, and I got a little kind of like I got a little worried, to be honest with you. So, first of all, when he joined, he was a junior in computer science department, and he really didn't have hardly any idea how to code. All right, that part didn't surprise me because when I was a junior in college, I really didn't know how to code either. And I think that I knew, like, I understood basic fundamentals, but as far as like me actually coding, I hardly had any experience doing it because it never really made us actually code. Which, by the way, guys, newsflash, if you want to code, you have to actually put your hands on the keyboard and fucking code. And we explained that to him when he first got there. He took a couple courses with us, and this isn't just me plugging developer direction. This gentleman will tell you that he learned how to code more so from us than from his college education. All right. So got that out of the way. He came in. He knew very minimal things about code. He knew a little bit, but got with us, learned a little bit. Okay. And then over time, he explained how like awkward it is for him to be a student in school. And like most of us were like, why, dude? Well, believe it or not, he is kind of forced in school to, in computer science classes too. No lie, no lie here, guys. In computer science classes, take tests, write papers, take surveys on his level of what they call privilege. Okay. In actual computer science classes. So he pulled up this chart. Now, I thought about putting the chart on the channel on the stream tonight, but I took a screenshot of the chart, and it didn't have any information about the school or the student. But I decided not to because I figured just like putting that on the screen might make something in the algorithm upset. So you guys are gonna have to take my word for it, or just DM me on Telegram and Instagram, and I can show you guys the screenshot. But one of the classes he was having, he had a graph, all right, and it was aligned to the middle, and on the top there was like 18 different words. On the bottom, 18, 20 different words as well. And all the ones on the top were considered to be privileged, and all the ones on the bottom were considered to be not privileged. All right. He was supposed to circle on there where he lied in the privilege spectrum, and because of his genetic lineage and because of his appearance, he scored as if he was privileged. But let me tell you something about this guy. He is most certainly not privileged at all. In fact, I would say that this young man, this student, he was probably least privileged than most people that I know. Okay, we can explain why in a second. But when he was taking the test, privilege, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, dude, are they actually making you like do this for homework? And he's like, yeah. So first of all, it's just strange to me that now a college senior in a computer science department at a large school too is circling on a piece of paper with a fucking crayon, basically. All right. First of all, like at least if you're gonna like make them do work on something like that, at least make it like a little bit like intellectual, right? Let's not just draw like a child on paper, because we all just did that in kindergarten, right? Could just go ahead and just go back to kindergarten and do the same thing, right? Now, what else was he learning? He was also in the process of writing some kind of essay about how they can make software non-racist. I'm sure it's possible if you had some kind of software to make it be prejudiced towards some person. Like I'm trying to think of a situation where software could be prejudiced to begin with. Maybe like credit score. I don't know, but I don't think you get that kind of information to those people. Like, do you guys know any software that, other than like Google, when you sign up for an account, it'll ask you like what your age and gender is, or for governmental things. So unless it's for the government, I don't know, maybe the government should rethink their policies if that's a big problem. Anyway, this is what he was learning in his computer science classes. All right. So it's just really sad to see people like, look, I'm not here to say like nobody needs to care about like the latest social fad. All right. No, I'm not saying that, but me personally, and if you don't like that I say this, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it anyway on YouTube for my reputation. If I am in school or I'm at a job or I'm doing something, I don't want to be thinking about anything about that. Okay. I want to be thinking about, how can I finish this job the best way possible? How can I finish this without any sort of like interference that's irrelevant to the task at hand? Let alone thinking about having to make this whatever thing I'm doing, like having to like explain why I am a privileged person or not. Which, by the way, this kid is. Let me. By the way, he's now labeled as privileged in his school for whatever reason. But let me tell you about this guy. Okay, college student, 31 years old. All right, rather old for a college student. He didn't get what he wanted out of life the first time around because he was a single father. He literally couldn't afford or have the time to go to school when he was normal college student age. Okay. Second of all, aside from being a single father, if my dog would stop moving the camera, see, at least he's not a single father of a spotted ibex. But aside from being a single father and being a full-time college student, he's also working multiple jobs. Okay, multiple jobs, just to be able to afford the things that he needs to afford in life. Okay, and good on him. He should be doing extra work, and he's doing a fucking kick-ass job while learning how to code at the same time. So that's kudos to your privilege, my friend. Kudos to your privilege, right? That is what is going on in a lot of college universities right now. And yeah, guys, I don't think that when people are 18 years old that they have the proper information that they need to know whether or not they're going to get what they're paying for, let alone if they're even going. Most of them don't even know how much they're even going to be paying.